We're excited about the next step. I'm excited we got the learning process that we got last week. Michigan's a whale of a football team. They're really talented. They execute really well, and our guys really fought, went up there and played with a bunch of effort. Michigan out-executed us. They whipped us on special teams, and there's some areas that we know we have to get better and improve in after that week. But I think that's a good stepping stone for us, and we're looking forward to getting back on the field Saturday.
We'll take questions for Coach Frost. Please star 1 on your telephone to join the queue. Then the operator will introduce you.
And we'll first go to Don Marcus from the Baltimore Sun.
Hi, Coach.
Hey, Don.
In terms of, I don't know how much tape you've looked at Maryland. I'm sure you have a bunch. In terms of what DJ Moore did on Friday against FIU, when a receiver has that kind of game, does it put a special focus on a kid like that, knowing what he can do if he gets a little space, or do you go in with the same game plan that you did coming before he did that?
Well, we played some special players last week. We'll play some special ones this week and going forward, and we'll know where those players are for sure. But we have to do what we're going to do on offense and defense, and the key for us right now is to execute and have our execution match our passion and our effort. And if we can do that, then we'll have a lot better chance of stopping a good player.
Thank you.
And our next question comes from Shannon Green from Orlando Sentinel.
Hey, Scott, long time no talk.
Didn't I just see you?
Yeah. But I have more. Wait, there's more. Couple questions. One, when the pocket is collapsing on the quarterback, because obviously you have a young offensive line, as a former quarterback, what do you tell Justin and Nick about adjusting to that situation? And then my second question, I just want to get your overall thoughts on the play calling from Troy Walters in that game.
Well, first of all, we collaborate on play calling, so it's a group effort. Troy's the eyes in the sky for us and tells us what they're in and offers some really good opinions on plays. Yards were hard to come by against Michigan, and I thought our guys gutted it out and did pretty well against them. Our passing game needs to improve, and part of that's improving protection, and part of that's coaching our quarterbacks to be a little more patient, know when they have to leave the pocket, when they don't, when they just need to move a little and keep their eyes downfield. So, that's an area we need to improve on, and our passing game needs to pick it up.
And since you guys played Michigan, how much of a help do you think that'll be going into another Big Ten team this week?
Well, I think it helps. The great thing is we got out of Ann Arbor fairly healthy. You always worry about that going in and playing a game like that. But anytime you're playing against a exceptional football team and you see how they execute and the way that they do things, I think it helps your team understand exactly what it takes to be a special football team.
Thanks so much.
And we'll now go to Wendell Barnhouse from today'sU.com.
Morning, Scott. I'm writing something about Shaquem Griffin. When you first got the job, and then I assume somebody told you, we've got a player on defense and she's got one hand. Do you remember what your thoughts were? Were you kind of wondering, if he could play?
No, I figured he wouldn't be on our crew team.
Right.
That's pretty much all I thought. Listen, he doesn't want to talk about only having one hand. He doesn't look at it as a liability, and he doesn't play like it's a liability. He played another great game Saturday, and I think it's special what he's doing considering what happens, but I know he doesn't want to highlight that, and I think, he's playing well enough right now that he just ought to be recognized for the type of football he's playing and nothing else.
Yeah, and I think that's the point of what I'm writing, is the fact that it's pretty amazing he's playing at that high level with one hand. I know you don't want to talk about it, but it's hard to ignore it. Does that kind of, how inspirational is he to the team, even though he probably doesn't want to be?
I think he's probably an inspiration to other people that have similar conditions as what he has, but he's just another guy on our team and a special football player. So, you know, our guys love him. I love having him on our football team, and he's going to continue making a lot of plays for us.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we'll go to Dan Tortora from wakeupcalldt.com.
Good afternoon, Coach. How you doing today?
Great. How are you?
Good. Freshman running back Adrian Killens, just what you can say about, obviously, you know, he made a big play, but just what you've seen from him through camp and what you see he could potentially be to this team this season.
Well, Adrian's fast. He showed that Saturday. You know, freshmen can come in and play for you when they're mature and they come in and act like professionals from day one. We have several guys that did that. Adrian's one of them. He came in and learned his stuff, worked hard, and approached his role as like a professional. And he's a home run hitter for us and has a chance to make a big play every time he has the ball. So as he continues to get comfortable in our scheme, I can see his role expanding.
And how would, through these first couple games, how would you describe what you've seen from the offense and how comfortable they've been to run what you're trying to run and to accomplish the things you're trying to accomplish? Where would you say they are compared to where you need them to be going forward?
Well, we always need to improve. I think we're doing some things really well. We're executing at times. But our guys need to understand how precise it needs to be all the time in order to be consistent on offense. And particularly in the passing game right now, we need to detail that a lot better. And if we can run the ball like we've been running it and improve the passing game, we're going to be tough to stop.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
And we have time for one more for Coach Frost, please.
And that question will come from Callie Kaplan from the Diamondbacks.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Good.
Good. So you had mentioned a couple questions ago wanting your quarterbacks to show more patience and better decision-making, I guess. So on the flip side of that, what are your impressions of Maryland's secondary and specifically having a game to watch J.C. Jackson back there?
Well, we're just kind of getting familiar with them right now. We watched a lot of tape yesterday. I'll watch some more today. I think they're very sound in what they do. Secondary's done a really good job not giving up big plays. You can tell they're a disciplined defense, and that's what you expect from a team that DJ's coaching. So I know they got a couple special players in their secondary, and we need to execute well in order to have a chance against those guys.